And this is part of it. It's about the first aspect of the matrix, which is hero. What's your archetype? So we focused on NGOs. You mentioned, and let's keep on coaching you here. We'll see which kind of a hero you should be for your NGOs. Should you be an outlaw? An outlaw is, task is to liberate, is to rebel against things. Pancho Villa in Mexico, or rebel forces connected with Harley Davidson, or Diesel the brand. Anything that is against the system, this would be an outlaw. Or maybe it's about magician. Magician uses higher power. Guru, priest, an enlightened sage. The one who says, I don't know where this comes from, but it was written in the stars. It was destined to be. It's our karma, it's our fate, it's law of attraction. All this is connected with an archetype of magician. How powerful it is, no relationship would survive without a magician. Father, how did you meet my mother? You wouldn't imagine. It was meant to be. Was it really? Was it really? Or maybe they were at a disco and she had very attractive cleavage. Probably yes, but we're not going to say that out loud, because romanticisms put more exceptionality in the moments. We like the story. That's why so many relationships are based on magician concept. We were supposed to be with each other. This was supposed to happen. It was written in the stars. Similar zodiac signs attract each other. Whatever you wish, magician always has an explanation based on lack of explanation. It's absolutely fantastic how this works. You can convince, scientists hate magicians. Oh boy, they hate it. They say, give me proof that this exists. And they say, there's no proof, but there's a belief and conviction. Ta-da! And it works wonders. There's research which shows that people who believe in God, when they die on deathbeds, they treat death as transition, and they are less stressed than people who are atheists. So it pays off to understand how magician functions. The mere story of, I'm going to meet my savior, works better than the story of, what happens now? Well, you never know. Jester. Robin Williams was one. Or the company like Southwest, the one that is based on feeling goods. Geico, Fanta. Jester, anything that makes you laugh. A comedian, someone who's funny. If you choose Jester for relationships, everyone's gonna love you because you will always make jokes. You will not be treated seriously though, but they will love you as the best friend. Or maybe an explorer. Please take me to the place where I've never been. Show me what's hidden. Jeep, Wrangler, this would be the brands that take you to the unknown. Adrenaline rush, visiting caves in Myanmar. Going on an expedition, finding out what's hidden underneath, finding out what life is about. Or maybe it's about selling an ideal. Catholic Church says you will be saved. Buddhists say you will be enlightened. Beauty business says you can be absolutely beautiful. Fitness business says you can have a perfect body. Education says you can get a scientific title. Whenever you sell an idea, you're in for an innocent. Take a look what Kellogg's used to advertise 100 years ago. The harder a wife works, the cuter she looks. All feminists wouldn't like it today, would they? But see this as an innocent. Story changes, archetypes don't. And this is fascinating, that no matter where you go, if it's Chinese mythology, or it's Greek's legends, or it's Bible, there's always same type of characters which appear there. One of them is an innocent. Innocent carries ideals. This is why we expect that priests will not have sex, and they will always do whatever they preach. Actually, outlaw should have threesomes or swing a lot, because this is against the rules. But if priest, who is innocent, does it, the damage is done. Sage, if you like statistics, if you like reports, if you like to say, according to science, go for this archetype. Very left brain, very focused on what you want to achieve when it comes to logics, can be boring. every now and then, but it's based by peer reviews, so it gives you guarantee that what you say is true. Or maybe you're in for a creator. You want to open gourmet restaurants, or you want to fuse different things in chemistry, or you're a fashion designer or an artist, or you take two different music genres like classical music and hip-hop and you combine them together. His ambition is to create something that did not exist before. Ruler. Okay, let's make it clear. It's about domination on the market. It's about knowing it all. It's about a perfect system that will tell humans how to function. If you want to be the biggest, the best, the strongest, the brightest, go for the ruler. These are usually market leaders. Mercedes would be this, British Airways would be this, watches, Patek Philippe. Even if you get yourself a Calatrava model for $10,000, we're talking about the most basic watch, it still says, you never really own a Patek Philippe. You merely hold it for the next, take care of it for the next generation. Apparently, you cannot even own a watch you buy. This is what ruler does. Let's go into motivation now. You can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Mr. Obama, ta-da, a hero. Don't ask what America can do for you. Ask what you can do for America. You're hungry? Grab a Snickers. Be active. Be strong. Elevate yourself. You can do this. Everything is possible. If this is about destroying obstacles, fighting your demons off, you are in for a hero. Hero is a very American archetype. By the way, Donald Trump was this one when he said, let's make America great again. By the way, Barack Obama was this one when he said, yes, we can. As you can see, public has changed in the US during the last 10 years. People needed a different story. And it was delivered beautifully. Lover, if you are into senses, if you want to have a joyride, if you want to enjoy, if you want to have fun, if you want to forget yourself, immerse yourself, if you want your senses to guide you, choose a lover. It's always about being a hedonist, here, now. Most jewelry and food, especially forbidden food, like sugar, is sold using this archetype. Everyone, this country was not built by men in suits, says Levi's. The most popular brand, the most popular car, the most regular average Joe archetype. If you go into scale, if your product does not need to be exclusive, but it's about quantity, get yourself this archetype. It's the biggest, and they are led by rulers. Rulers will attract every man. And finally, caregiver. If you are about spreading love, if you say we need to love humanity, if you are into NGOs, which almost always we choose this archetype, then you are in for protection. This would be a beautiful archetype for you. To sum it up, lover needs to connect with others by intimacy. Jester, by enjoyment. It's about having fun. Everyman, by belonging to the group. I want to be part of great America again. Caregiver provides structure by service, by love. Ruler, by control and perfect system. Creator, by innovation. If you yearn for paradise, you definitely choose innocent. It's safety, it's ideal. Sage gives you understanding. Explorer gives you freedom. Finally, if you want to leave your mark on the world, choose an outlook who's about liberation. Magician, who's into higher power. Or hero, who says you can do it, it's about mastery. You choose an archetype that suits your needs. And since we've coached you, Dennis, during this presentation, please tell me, which would be suitable for your girlfriend? Does she need someone who motivates her? Someone who she magically met and her life is turned around, she doesn't know how to? Someone who takes her outside of her perfectly organized world?
She needs a combination of a lover-hero.
She needs a combination of a lover-hero. This is very interesting if you think about it this way. So she needs to be connected, it needs to be sensual, and still she needs to be motivated, and she needs a little bit of a savior. How interesting is that? Of course, when you find yourself in this, the another question is, do I want to be in this role in this way? But you might be perceived completely different by your girlfriend than how you consider yourself. Which, by the way, always leads to internal conflicts. Do you have this sometimes? Then people call you and they say, suddenly you realize that they always call you when they have problems, and you go, why do they call me? I can tell you why they call you when they have problems, because they think you're a caregiver. This is how they perceive you. Not necessarily others will put you in an archetype in which you are. And also, maybe you used to be a caregiver, but then you go, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of being only an altruist. Now it's about me. And you move to a different archetype. Maybe your whole life you were so organized by, where are we? By the ruler, that you are tired of it. And what you want right now is to liberate others, and you become an outlaw. This is fascinating how it works. Sometimes you have a politician who is an outlaw. He criticizes the system, he wins. And when he's there, suddenly he becomes a ruler, and he constructs the system himself right now, because he wants to stay in power. This is a fascinating dynamic, and different countries are, of course, different archetypes. Germans and the British would be rulers. Americans?
Hero.
Of course, we will go to a different country, and we want to liberate these people. We want to save them. How about Mexicans?
Lovers.
How fascinating this is, isn't it? Right? Poles? Outlaws. Right? Yeah. Tell the Pole that he should be a certain way, he will protest immediately by the nature of this nation. It's a fascinating thing if you look at it, because later you get married with a person who's a completely different archetype, not mentioning you enter a different market. When you enter a different market, the story needs to change. Okay, here comes the story. I will sell you this marker. It's fun. Look how you can, what you can do with it. I will sell this marker to you because everybody buys it, right? It's normal. I will sell you this marker because thanks to this marker, you can write things on your flip chart so that everybody can see it and they will understand it. I can sell you this marker. It's absolutely the best there is on the market. I can sell you this marker. I mean, the ink they use in here, nobody ever used. I will sell you this marker. You can use it for many, many years and for many months, and it just won't stop going. I will sell you this marker. Research shows that this is something that is most durable. I will sell you this marker, and then off you go, you do what you want with it. I will sell you this marker because everything else is shit. You need to buy this one. I will sell you this marker. I don't know how this works, but when you start writing with it, magic happens. I will sell you this marker because if you use it, you get things done. I will sell you this marker. It fits your hand perfectly, and you feel the connection. This is sale done by archetypes. This doesn't change. The content is the same, but personal brand is completely different. Something really important for you to consider. Depending on the one you choose, your whole message changes. People who you meet are different.